The future strategic bomber, tentatively identified by Chinese internet commentators as H-20, is believed to be a flying wing bomber designed for range and stealth and built by ZAC. Since the H-20 needs to have a range of around 6,200 miles in order to strike strategic intercontinental targets while carrying a useful payload of 10-20 tons, it will need 4 turbofan engines. Those turbofan engines are likely to be non-afterburning versions of the WS-10 engine, which would provide about 8 tons of thrust. All that would make the H-20 similar in size to the United States B-2 by Northrom Grumman, a craft that also has 4 8-ton engines. It would be armed with bombs and, likely, systems like the 1,200-mile range CJ-10 land attack cruise missiles, which would be carried in internal weapon bays. Future weapons could include GB-6A stealth cruise missiles and hypersonic scramjet missiles. It's also possible that the H-20 could act like an airborne command, particularly given China's recent research in sensor unmanned and manned aircraft teaming and data linking of sensor nodes with long-range missiles. The U.S. Air Force has reported plans of the same role for the B-21 Raider stealth bomber. The H-20 concept is often confused with another of China's nebulous future aircraft, a supersonic regional ranged bomber known as JHXX. That's a totally separate bomber, but still worth highlighting here. First seen in model form at airshows in 2013, the JHXX, which has not been confirmed by officials, was reported to have an 8,100-ton takeoff weight and supersonic capabilities. The 30-meter-long aircraft looks to have a main weapons bay under the central fuselage for carrying armaments like anti-ship missiles such as the YJ-12, as well as 2 weapon bays on either side of the fuselage that could carry air-to-air missiles like the PL-15 and PL-10. Its reported 1,500-mile combat radius would be enough to strike U.S. carriers and even bases like Guam. That all being said, whoever's building it might have problems finding supersonic turbofan engines that are large enough. The JHXX would have been most similar in mission profile to the Russian Tu-22M backfire bomber, another supersonic regional bomber designed to attack enemy aircraft carriers nearing the homeland. But unlike the Tu-22M, the JHXX could be armed with air-to-air missiles to fire back at enemy interceptors and missiles. Still, unlike the H-20, there has been no official mention of an aircraft with the JHXX's profile from either American or Chinese sources.